name's Stephen Murray, and I'm a member of Venison Media. This is my evaluation 1, in which ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge the existing forms and conventions within media products. Today I'm going to be mainly focusing on the poster, and at the start of the course we all decided that we wanted to do action thriller because that was the genre that interested us most, and we began to look at films such as The Dark Knight and Inception, and just looking at their posters and ideas and how they grab their audience's attention. And then also looking at Steve Neill, the media theorist, he stated that media is underlying of repetition with small cases of differences. So seeing this, we took it into what we learned from Inception and Dark Knight and noticed that their posters were relatively similar because they worked. They worked very well to grab their audience's attention and just overall capture the film without giving away too much information and make people want to watch the film. So learning this, we decided to go for the same kind of layout with the small print at the bottom, big bold fonts for the characters to appeal to the audience and see, oh, there's my favorite character, there's my favorite actor, I want to go watch the film. And also we wanted to build a kind of narrative enigma. So we distance our protagonist quite a way back from the camera, just to like get some kind of mystery behind him, and also the blank expression on his face makes people wonder what could be wrong with him. Speaking of underlying of differences, speaking of differences within these posters, you can see that they have very striking features. So Inception, the water on the ground, it seems quite surreal. You wouldn't normally expect it. It doesn't appeal to reality. It's not. Whereas in The Dark Knight you have a big, bold, bound fire on the building, making a statement. We wanted to kind of do something like this with our film, and seeing that our film is based around binary opposition, how our protagonist is given a choice to be forgotten by everyone he loves or forget everyone he loves. So we wanted to do something with color representing this. So as you can see, we have the binary opposition of the red on one side and the blue on the other side. And then another key theme within our film is time. How he has time to make this choice when he meets Kronos, the god of time. And so in the background we have a kind of faded clock, and again kind of building a narrative enigma, appealing to the hermeneutic god. And looking at the other posters as well, seeing their conventions, they've got their titles in very bold fonts making a statement. We wanted to do something similar with Brink, so we spaced out the layering to try and appeal to the fragmented lifestyle our protagonist is leading. Looking at the other posters as well, you can see that even the small details we picked up on. So where they got the Warner Brothers Studios, they've got their own legendary pictures. We do too. So we have Venison Media, we have an advertising for our website, legendary pictures again, and Warner Brothers. So that just appeals, it grabs a little bit more conventions and just develops it and brings it into our own poster. We have our own actors, all of them which were in the film, our own small print, custom, like made by ourselves, so there was no issues with copying other people's work. And we also have a bold statement, one choice. One choice kind of brings something special to the film because it brings in the audience. It's just like, what choice would they take if they were in the same situation? And I think that is one way we developed it quite well. Ways in which we challenge. Yeah, well, at the start, of course, we had many ideas, and we wanted to break away from the typical leisure protagonist. Here's some of the layout of the text and font, but we wanted to do something with the Newton's Cradle scene in our trailer, and we wanted to focus on that more. But this, going back to Steve, underlying of repetition. So because of this repetition, we saw that other things worked very well, and breaking away from it would be too much, and it would be hard to like really identify the genre as a whole. And so we thought it would be best to keep the same kind of style with the protagonist in the back, within the foreground, with a blurred out background, and within the foreground, yeah. And we thought it would be best if we just stuck to it rather than breaking away from what worked and what was successful. So yeah, this is my evaluation 1, how our media product uses, develops and challenges the forms and conventions within existing media products. Thank you, goodbye.